So no one talks about the phase in isolation where you get to the part where you don't know what you want to do anymore. I'm at that phase right now. And being that I've never been in complete isolation, I've had moments of solitude where I would just not talk to people for maybe a day or two, maybe three, four, five. But being in complete, and I would still text even in solitude. I would still text, maybe talk on the phone for a few minutes or whatever. But being in complete isolation is completely different from just having your moments of solitude. So a lot of the things that I'm experiencing now are completely new to me, and y'all, I really don't know what to do. Um, but I can admit that this has been one of the most peaceful yet most chaotic, darkest, most enlightening times of my life. I'm not gonna sit here and lie like it felt good when it first happened, because when everything first started falling apart, of course the my ego, the me that likes to control the narrative of everything, was like, save it. And that is what I had been used to doing for so many years, fighting to maintain, everything that I work hard for. And usually it would work. The fighting would work. And every time I would lose something, I would go back and get it again. But this last go round, God was like, you're not going to be able to go back and get it again. So it did send me into a very depressive and dark state. But as the days went on, and I guess that depressive and dark space that I was in was merely there because a part of me was still resisting what was happening and still trying to control it, and still, in a sense, was like, I can't believe this is really happening. But it was happening. But I eventually came out of that, and I started pouring back into myself in ways that I've never poured back into myself. When I say in years, it has been years. The way that I have heard myself, the way that I have honored myself, the way that I have learned to respect myself in this season of isolation, it trumps me ever thinking that I respected myself the past 5 years, because I had not been. I had not even been hearing myself because I was so neck deep into being in survival mode. But I'm very thankful for this experience as a whole. I'm very excited also, because I don't know where it's going to lead me. Y'all, I'm a person who could not stand to sit still. Even if I had injuries or something happened in my life that was meant for me to slow down a bit, I did not. I kept going. And I was hyper independent, like that. That was me. But now I'm in this phase where I'm just allowing God to lead me. And y'all, it was a struggle at first, because when when everything started falling apart and I was losing things, y'all, things that I worked hard for, I was losing it. And nothing that I was doing to stop it from happening was working. And so me, and this is me being honest, like I'm very honest. Me and God was like at war. I would be like, God, now if you just allow me to go and do this, because that's what I naturally knew what to do. I'm gonna go work my butt off and go get it back. And I was like, Lord, I'm losing this. I can go I can go to work and get it back. Like, let me just help me. Like, just let me go do this. And he was like, no. So, and even when I still would go and try and do it, when I felt that urge, it was like a no, and nothing was happening. I was just angry. And I felt like I needed to bring that up, because I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it like it wasn't hard. When you've operated out of survival and you've been the one that had to go and get it, um, then it is hard when you have to sit back and just be still and listen, um, and not really know like what's going to happen or the outcome of things. Like, that's very hard for a person who has severe control issues. But y'all, it's been very beautiful, it's been very peaceful. But I can honestly say that everything that I felt like I wanted to do to achieve my still main goal, because I still have the same goal in life, but the ways that I felt like I was going to actually accomplish those goals, I don't feel like I don't feel aligned to that anymore. A lot of the things that I used to do, I don't feel aligned to that. The ideas, I don't feel aligned to those anymore. So I'm in this phase where I do not know what I want to do anymore. And I don't know if it's just a me thing or, well, I know it's not just a me thing. So if y'all are in a season of isolation, even if you're not in isolation, what are y'all doing to navigate through this time of not knowing what it is that you desire to do? I know I'm being told to sit still and allow God to lead me, because before I would dabble into some of everything and it would not work for me. And I did know that, I'm very talented, so I can go and do just about anything, but I want what is meant for me to do. I want my purpose, like whatever it is that I want to do to obtain this goal and achieve it. I want it to be done in a manner that is purposeful, not just to me but for other people.